Okay, it appears as though he's taken a lot of videos down or made them unlisted, because I have been complaining that they're going off-site, but a couple of them aren't. And if I get to freely leave comments on those videos, I think the comments that I leave are pretty coherent, you know. What I mean is they're not off topic. And if I get to have my own responses, then this is over. But, you know, I did just watch some of those for the first time, and I even actually laughed at one point, which is not something I expected to do. I was brave enough to look at the comments. I think people are really gullible, and some of them are just into the feminism thing, and I think that was getting on his nerves, because he's like, this video isn't about feminism. You know what, keytoothed? It is about that with those people. They don't think straight about this, you know? And then clearly, like the comments he was showing, clearly I'm like, look, I want to talk to you about something, you know? And yeah, at one point I wondered if he was in Kentucky, but that's because of my insight on YouTube. It's not because of the name, the letters in his name, no matter what he found in my blog, where I shortened his name to KY, because I thought he was there. I mean, I didn't know, but so whatever. I mean, who's schizophrenic, please? Yeah, so I think if things are as they are, that's all you're going to hear from me. But because I did contest the major lies that are in there. I mean, the major lies about, I mean, the rundown is he sent me a request August 2008. We had plenty of contact. None of it was bizarre except on his part when he would try to tell me that, you know, people can predict the popes. And, you know, he's really into Jungian psychology and stuff like that. I mean, the only weird stuff ever came from him wasn't from me, and I didn't judge him for it harshly. But I did, I was very uncomfortable with the indirect communication. Also, yeah, there's some parts I didn't want to bring up, you know, but they're covered in my other videos, and I didn't want to bring it up to protect him, you know, because it's nobody's business what went on there. But there's a reason that I deleted them January 2009. There's a reason that I continued to suspect him of kind of not going away. And there could be a myriad of reasons for him not going away. It can be mutual suspicion. I think the guy's a narcissist, and he thought I had maybe some kind of fascination with him or something, which, you know, it's not entirely true. I mean, but anyway, whatever. So there's a reason that I noticed him. I got hacked on both sites, YouTube and MySpace, simultaneously. He's the only candidate in my life, and he was a very strong candidate for that because of what had been going on, which is too hard to get into. I just kept tabs on him but didn't contact him until I ran across something that just royally pissed me off. And then when I did contact him, it came at the same time where I thought, I wonder if this is what I see in Insight is with this Kentucky. So I tried to find out. I made a video asking him, and he came over to that video, and whatever. It was a fiasco because he's not there. It was a red herring. He's not there. But I still believe he hacked my account. Now, when I did contact him, he acts like he does in the videos. And this is a shock. This was a shock to me. It's not a shock to you guys, but it was a shock to me as the story unfolds, because he completely misrepresents all of our communications. And when I first came into contact with him, I didn't know why he was doing that. I still kind of don't know. I mean, if he's trying to, there's two different things here. I mean, what he's gonna tell you guys makes sense, that he would lie all kinds. That makes sense. But if it's just between me and him, and it was before all the comments. It doesn't make any sense. And it freaked me out. That's why I was so angry when I contacted him. And the stuff about the... Oh my gosh. I mean, there's stuff that I could explain. I don't know if I want to get into it, but there's a reason why I would use certain wording and stuff like that. That it looks kind of bizarre, but... So yeah, but he's using a screen name that's not me, and we're trying to get to the bottom of what this screen name is about. He misrepresents, like, oh, I started to send him poetry. That's complete baloney. You can go to my live journal. So the question remains as to why he has to lie about all of our contact and blow it totally out of proportion and act like he was running from me the whole time when he wasn't. And quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. So, I mean, people are going to are going to believe what they want to believe. But endgame is this. You know, get those videos unlisted. Okay? That's the thing. They need to not go off-site. They need to not show up in the search. And, Joey, if you're worried about what people find when they type in your name, I can do the same thing, okay? I can do the same thing. I don't really have... I don't know if I should... I have no idea why you lie so much or how you can even do that. Do you know I'll get physically ill when I think of telling a lie? I think about lying, I get physically ill. I feel like, I don't know, I'd have to write a poem to explain how I felt about that. But I don't see how you do it. I just don't see how. And you weren't even up against anything. You could have made a video about my weird comments, excessive weird comments, without any of this lying commentary around it, and it would have been fine. But, you know, I don't know. You need to get real. And you don't have to have anything to do with me. I mean, I actually don't know what your real take is on anything, because you're such a liar. I mean, I have no idea. I just know that I didn't, maybe because you give people the evil stink eye, you thought I was. I never gave you the stink eye on MySpace. I was just very, very nervous about what you would possibly do to me. Because there was always this underlying current of well, I'm like gonna communicate with you kind of sideways like this, just to see what happens, but I'm gonna leave enough loopholes so that I could run away if push came to shove. That type of thing. I didn't understand it, and I didn't know why you would treat me like that. I mean, you know, if you're gonna flirt, flirt. If you're not gonna flirt, don't flirt. If you're gonna talk to me, talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me, don't. Just delete me, or, you know, whatever. It was very odd. And so, yeah, I never hated you. Like, I was frustrated by you extremely, but not, you know, I don't know. I should change my mind, because clearly I should not like you as a person, you know. And I was always willing, like, the whole time to be like, well, I have very, very strong suspicions, and I can lay it out as to why I think this person hacked me. So let's say you and I are at Denny's, whoever's listening to this. I mean, it'd be easier for me to lay it out and go, okay, this is why I thought he hacked me. There was this, there was this, there was this, da-da-da-da-da. So I know I'm being rational, but I was always willing to consider that I was wrong, but I am no longer willing to consider that I'm wrong. I mean, not after all this behavior. It's clear that you did that. And if you ever want to talk about why, you can tell me if you want to. And I have a feeling that it's not. You're probably, I don't know, you sound immature. You sound like I would be the type of person that would go, oh, he's hacking me because he's just so in love with me and obsessed with me. That is not what the conclusion I would draw at all. The conclusion I might draw is that you had a mutual suspicion. I do think you're a narcissist, and that your suspicion was that, you know, maybe I was paying too much attention to you or whatever, or that I had a little obsession with you. But I think that my attention to you is completely rational. You know, there were different things I was trying to figure out. And I liked you, but I don't really think that's a crime. You know, and you try to make everything sound sinister and like it's a crime, and it's not. You know, this was not that abnormal of a situation. You have turned it into something crazy. So endgame for this circus is just unlist the videos. If you want me to unlist mine, I'll unlist mine. Thank you.